Forget everything you think you know about survival horror. Resident Evil. Requiem doesn't just want to scare you. It wants to find muscles you didn't know you had and clench them until they scream. It's a game of two warring identities, a Jekyll and Hyde concoction that had me hiding under my desk one minute and pumping my fist in glorious, gun-blazing triumph the next.
The hospital's on lockdown.
I'm talking about Grace Ashcroft, a fresh-faced FBI analyst so palpably human she makes the series' usual campy heroes feel like cartoon characters. She's you. She's me. She's utterly, terrifyingly in over her head. Sent to investigate a fresh wave of raccoon sitter-like deaths decades after the outbreak, Grace's search through a derelict hotel is cut short when she's ensnared by Victor Gideon. Imagine a steampunk Emperor Palpatine with a disfigured sneer and greasy goggles.
What are you doing here?
And you're halfway to picturing this magnificently menacing new villain. We have so much to do, he pays, before trapping her in the Rhodes Chronic Care Center, a labyrinth of locked doors and shuffling nightmares that would make the Spencer Mansion look like a daycare.
What does Victor want with you?
What?
Grace.
What do you mean?
And this is where Requiem delivers its first, most potent punch. Grace's sections are masterclass in sustained dread, underpowered and agonizingly slow. Your only goal is survival. Ammo is a myth. Inventory space is a cruel joke. You'll spend minutes plotting a single crouch walk past a pack of zombies. Your pathfinding skills push to the limit. The monsters aren't just shambling husks anymore. They flicker light switches like bored toddlers or mutter to themselves before collapsing to feast on a fallen comrade. It's a grotesque, unsettling humanity that's far scarier than any snarling beast. And when confrontation is unavoidable, firing a single pistol shot in claustrophobic first person feels like setting off a bomb. Bullets tear festering flesh, leaving eyeballs dangling and painting the walls with blood that stays there, a permanent, gruesome reminder of your desperate fight. You even find yourself syringing up an infected goal with a blood collector to craft medkits or, my personal favorite, a hemolytic injector. Jam it into an unsuspecting zombie spine, and they don't just die. They explode in a glorious, gore-soaked fountain. It's the most satisfyingly disgusting stealth kill this side of a horror movie.
Jesus.
Just when the suffocating silence of Grace's story has you on the brink, the silence is shattered. Help arrives in the form of Leon S. Kennedy. Survival horror preeminent hunk, looking a little bruised and driving a shiny new Porsche midlife crisis, anyone, is here to crash the party. And crash it he does. Switching to Leon is like swapping a whisper for a scream. The camera pulls back to third person, and the game transforms. This isn't survival horror. This is a gloriously violent, ultra-stylized slaughterhouse. We're talking Resident Evil 4 on steroids, with a dash of Dead Rising's delirious mayhem. Leon can pick up a drop-fire axe and hurl it into a zombie skull with the slick satisfaction of Ghost of Tsushima. He can wield a roaring chainsaw, carving through crowds like a leather-clad lumberjack. is a walking arsenal, and his half of the game is a relentless, teeth-rattling assault of shotgun blasts, sniper shots, and brilliantly reimagined boss battles. One colossal creature had me blasting glowing blisters on its torso, only to realize each pop would spray an infectious goo onto its minions, mutating them into tougher backup. It subverted my every expectation of a Resident Evil boss fight in the best way possible.
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one.
It's an absolute lie.
Miss Ashcroft.
But here's the thing. Requiem serves its two flavors, the nerve-shredding crawl and the run-and-gun splatterfest, in two separate glasses, rather than mixing them
Talk to
into
me.
one perfect
Is this one like the
cocktail.
others?
After a 5-hour stretch of pure,
And it's not
unadulterated,
postmortem lividity.
Leon-powered carnage toward the end, I found myself desperately craving the quiet, panic terror of another
Hey,
Grace
I just got a
chapter.
report of a
Her
missing
absence
police
was
officer.
justified by the story, but the pacing
It
left me
might
wishing
be
for a more
unrelated, but he
frequent
disappeared
change
near
of
where the
pace.
fifth body was found.
Through you, Elpis can finally be set free.
The
But,
team has settled on a
what
person of
story.
interest.
From
Someone with
blindsiding
ties
twists
to
about the Umbrella
Umbrella.
Corporation's origins to laugh-out-loud moments like
Victor
finding a
Gideon.
doctor's note diagnosing a singing zombie with the main character symptom, the narrative grips you and never lets go. Revisiting one particularly iconic location is a thrill ride of Easter eggs and pure nostalgia.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Look, as someone who's been glued to Resident Evil since the original PlayStation, Requiem feels like a successful, if slightly
Welcome.
unstable, lab experiment.
Dr. Gideon has been
It splices the
expecting you.
DNA of classic survival horror with the blood-pumping action of later years to create a new, highly infectious mutation. It gives us a legend
You
in
there,
top
Leon?
form and a new heroine with routine.
Yeah.
The lack of immersion is motives and mindless, and the pacing could use a little more shaking, not stirring.
Hey, over here. FBI.
But
What
for
are you
my
doing here?
first trembling step
Would
into
you
the
like to
shadows
see
of
what's
Road
hidden
City
under the
Titanic,
hood?
scream for the final showdown.
Don't do anything stupid.
Requiem held me completely captive.
No.
Whether it was making me too scared to breathe or too pumped up to see, it kept me consistently, utterly entertained. And honestly, that's a survival horror experiment I'd sign up for again in a heartbeat.
Take a 1 second.